Okay, welcome to week 5 of Design 300, spring 2024. And we're going to do more studying about materials used in foundations and floorings. Last week we did a lot with the terminology so that you understand how foundations and floorings are built and how people talk about them and the words that are used and what the parts are. And now we're going to go into what the materials are that make those up, and understanding those materials and how they work are critical to proper design. And that's what this class is about, is the material resources that are available to you to ensure that you get a good design. So one of the things we're going to talk about, although it's not really up here, is how we talk about materials. And that's something called a specification. So we're going to learn a little bit about specifications and use them in our practice. So just to start learning about specifications, they're a key critical part of the building industry. And so it's time to start learning about them. So what we'll do, we're going to get some knowledge related to the materials of foundations and flooring, and that's concrete, dimensional lumber, and steel. So there's a slide deck all about those. And concrete is quite a large field of knowledge all in itself. So we have an additional slide deck about concrete specifications and testing. This one there will be a quiz on. This one you're just going to say that you went over it, because down here you're going to actually practice doing some of the testing. You're going to do it in a simulation, 3D on the computer, and you'll do it as a team, as a group. It's a group effort. And then you'll do the computations that allow you to understand the results of the test. So just doing the test is one thing, but knowing how it turned out is another. So those results are either accepted or rejected. And if it's rejected, then you have to figure out what to do next. And we're not going into that part. All right, so this is available on not the 4th, it's available on the 11th. I got to go fix that. It's available on the 11th and it's due on the 18th. Take you about 3 hours to do this and maybe an hour to do these test simulations and computations. Remember, if you have more work to do, if you have missing assignments or late assignments, those really affect your grades, so you'll want to go back and take extra time to do those. And you can get with me, Professor Schuster, or in your class, Mr. Sweet. But those don't get done during the regular class time. Those you'll do on your own. Remember, this course requires, according to our curriculum, about 60 hours of work outside of class. And so that's expected in the college course. And you might want to be putting aside a little bit of time to get those done. You can look at your grade book if you need to see how you're doing if you have extra work. I have a feeling as I look it over that there's a lot of points left on the table for simple, easy stuff that doesn't take much time, and that most students in the class can significantly move their grades up just by submitting any of the items that weren't done before. So there you go. So just as a reminder, this is actually the 11th, and this is the 18th. This is the 11th, 12th, and this is the 18th. What we're working on are materials used in foundation and flooring, concrete, dimensional lumber, steel. Concrete is its own big thing, all about the specifications and testing and what it's made of and all that kind of stuff. And then we have some simulations for you to do. Look forward to seeing your good work.